Get ready for a really wild road trip across America. You're about to see houses that'll have you saying, how'd they do that? And meet people who might make you say, why'd they do that?
You know, it does move you, and that's what architecture should do.
We've got the stories on a show sure to make you smile. You might need to grab some sunglasses for Offbeat's first stop in Sedona, Arizona. This blazingly bright cluster of domes is home to one fun family. Looming in the Arizona desert like a nest of giant Easter eggs, this boldly painted complex of domes is home to Bracken and Nina Cherry and their colorful family.
Welcome to San Diego, Sedona.
And you won't believe the inside of this wild home. It's like a maze of archways. Each of the 10 interconnecting domes is a separate room.
They're open, they're spacious, and it just is fun to live in a dome house. Instead of having square rooms.
They've got the sunken dining room dome, the psychedelic master bedroom dome, the media dome, and 3 tiny homeschool domes.
This dome is the first dome you see when you come in. It's the tallest one. I love gardens, so I chose a mural.
The mural dome leads right into the great room dome, where a huge fountain and lots of plants make it seem like the tropics.
This is the great room dome. It is where a lot of activity happens, a lot of play.
Take this cool dining room, for instance, with its desert view. How fun would it be to plop down here every day?
This is the sunken dining room. We're just real casual about coming in here, and we don't always eat in here.
They actually do most of their dining in the 350 square foot kitchen dome that has an inviting little atrium and breakfast nook.
Every one of these glass panes were custom cut for this nook. Now we're going into the dome school. Most would call it a home school, but I call it a dome school.
This awesome office space, outlined by a glass block wall, is where Nina homeschools all 3 of her daughters. They each have their own little cubicle domes, although they occasionally take over Mom's desk in the middle.
Really, we're all teachers in this house. We teach each other.
This 5,600 square foot complex of domes has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. And you won't believe the 400 square foot master.
As you can see, it has a very unusual bed. It's not only colorful, it is shaped like a champagne glass.
You have to make sure you get your feet right on these steps. Otherwise, you could fall.
This gorgeous sun-drenched master bath, with its glass block decor, is Nina's indoor sanctuary. And just down the hall through the sliding glass door is the whole family's outdoor sanctuary.
This is the courtyard. This is where you can see all the domes that are in the circle.
The Cherrys bought their Sedona Dome home in 1998 and say it's been the perfect place to raise their 3 daughters.
In fact, their middle names are Joy. So this house is full of joy all the time.
I like this house because it's crazy. It's just really fun living here. And you can run around the house and play tag and there's no dead ends.
When the Cherrys moved here in 1998, the entire dome cluster was off-white. They painted it these brilliant colors for a reason.
We want to attract the attention of the whole world to tell our story about the practically indestructibility of these homes.
The domes are made of steel, concrete, and insulation, all interwoven as a monolithic structure that's not only energy efficient, but also fire and earthquake resistant.
The energy efficiency will pay for the home in 20 years. So that's one of the reasons I'm passionate about it.
And they're certainly getting the attention. The Cherrys have a constant flow of tourists, they call dome seekers, crawling all over their 3.5-acre property.
We saw this house. We had to take a picture.
It's just too great.
We saw these bright colors through the trees and we kept looking at it. What is that? What is that?
They come up here and they go, who is crazy enough to live in this house?
Bracken Cherry and his family are proud to say they are. Here's an offbeat fact. The Cherries don't want to say how much they paid for their dome home 7 years ago, but today it's worth about $3 million.
That's our show. We hope to see you here again next time on Offbeat America.